All right, it's time for Healing Childhood Wounds Part 4. If you haven't seen the first 3 parts, go back to my bio page. It makes the most sense to watch them in order, obviously. We're talking about the 4 questions that I have worked through myself that have brought me to more peace in my relationships, my marriage, my parenting, just have really helped me grow as a human being. So question number 4 is, if that's not true, what is true? All right, so get your notebook out and you have your pages with the other questions. But this 4th question is, if that's not true, what is true? And so going back to the example I originally gave, in question number 2, where did that come from? I had this belief that I wasn't worthy of being heard. And that came from a situation in my childhood. And you'll see in the next video, I question myself on whether or not that is true. And of course it isn't true. So the 4th question is, what is true? If the belief I had about myself that I'm not worthy of being heard isn't true, what is true? And the truth is that I am worthy of being heard. Now, that's easy to come to, right? You just go with the opposite of what you formerly believed. But the work is in the practice of doing what I believe. And I believe that I'm worthy of being heard. So every time I show up on TikTok, every time I agree to do a news segment, every time I do an in-person parenting summit or parenting workshop. A year ago, I did one of the ultimate things and I published a book about my life and my journey, both as a child and as a mom. And it's called Becoming Me While Raising You, A Mother's Journey to Herself. So that came out on 7/14/2021. And what I'm working on now, what I'm practicing now with my voice is a TEDx talk. So I am every day, every time I show up and I speak my mind and I talk about parenting because I'm so passionate about that, or even in my own self-development, and when I talk about that, I am practicing the new belief of I am worthy of being heard. And so the work is in practicing the new belief. And believe me, some days go better than others.